Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tooned In. I'm your host, Shawn Geekory, where we bring you absurd and ridiculous stories from around the internet because 5 minutes of comedy is hard to write. Our top stories. A 27-year-old Russian man living in China entered into a singing contest that trapped him there for 3 months. Mr. Vladislav Ivanov, a 27-year-old from Vladivostok, was voted out of the boy band show named Produce Camp 2021, which really sounds more like a course for grocery workers. He had made previous attempts to have the audience vote him out, as the penalties for breaking his production company contract were steeper than a Tiger Woods divorce. Mr. Ivanov had originally joined the show as a Chinese teacher, until the producers had noticed his good looks. When asked during the show why he had joined up, he responded they had asked him if he would like to try a new life. However, buyer's remorse set in quickly, but it was too late. The 27-year-old Russian was locked into a Chinese contract in a boy band singing in Mandarin. Viewers had ignored his pleas to leave the show and found joy in continuing him on against his will, hashtagging many posts encouraging others to vote for him as 996. 996 in Chinese culture refers to the demanding work schedule that many Chinese companies keep. That is, that employees have to work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. This practice is often recognized by the nets that surround the buildings. Apparently, the younger Chinese generation found joy in pushing Mr. Ivanov further into the competition against his will in the same way that the younger you felt when burning ants with a magnifying glass. The audience finally voted Mr. Ivanov off the show April 26th, and he promptly updated his Weibo account status as finally off work. Before we move on, Tooned In would like to remind you of our partnership with the Unicorn Relocation Project. For every like we get on our Tooned In videos, the staff here at the station will release a baby unicorn into the wild. Please like this video to support our cause. Unicorn numbers have swelled in the last few decades and have been a problem for the animated cities all over North America. Since the early 1990s, many cities around the Northern Hemisphere have handled the overpopulation of unicorns in different ways. Everything from spay and neuter programs to seasonal hunting license, each having varying levels of success. Several scientists have researched ways to modify the 2,000-pound flying grazer's tissues in an attempt to remove the harmful and hallucinogenic effects unicorn meat has on a person. Over 100 deaths a year are related to the powerful drugs released into their system from the meat itself, and many more die from the idiotic stunts they were attempting to complete while high. The Unicorn Relocation Project was founded back in 2000 by the city of Edmonton and has been a widely supported local charity ever since, capturing unicorns across Alberta for release into the wild and collaborating with other provinces to coordinate URP projects of their own. For more information on the Unicorn Relocation Project, please reach out to us through the comments below. The internet connection of a little over 900 homes was effectively cut off in a small town of Tumbler Ridge, a northeastern Canadian municipality with a population of around 2,000 people. The communications company's investigation revealed that Beavers had severed the fiber optic cable that feeds the small town a large portion of its communications. Tooned In News reached out to the local Beaver Lodge in request for a comment, and we were directed to the desk of a beaver by the name of Henry Beaver, media coordinator for Beaver Lodge 1166. Beavers are colorblind, he said, and as such, we can't tell what's a tree and what was put there by people. When Tooned In Studios asked Mr. Beaver if any beavers were injured as a result of eating the cables, mistaking them for trees, he responded it's not likely. It's a common misconception that beavers eat trees. We discard the shavings from the chewing. We don't eat them. Well, there you have it, folks, the answer to the question on everyone's minds. Do beavers spit or swallow? Crews worked around the clock to restore communications to the small town due to the extensive damage done to the 4-inch cable. Service was finally restored to the area just before 4 p.m. The communications company says it may consider legal action against the Beaver Lodge, pending an internal investigation. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. From everyone here at the Tooned In News team, I'm Shawn Geekory. Thanks for watching.